What is going on, everyone? It is Soul coming back with another video. And in today's video, if you are on controller and you want to level up your skill or challenge yourself and possibly get past your plateau with better aim, then you've come to the right video. And I will say this will be hard for a lot of people, but I do believe this is the true raw way of improving your skills on controller. And that number one way in today's topic is going to be turning off your aim assist. So this is going to be more of like a down-to-earth video and possibly a lengthy one, but I do believe it needs to be in order to properly sort of explain the way I went about turning mine off. So for starters, why am I doing this? So honestly, I did this because I started to hate aim assist over the years. I mean, I've always played FPS games since freaking forever. But I think aim assist as a whole actually really does nerf controller players. And I know a lot of people are going to probably say, I don't understand what that, like, why would you even say that? But I think it does make you rely more on the system helping you rather than you actually using 100% of your own skill. But specifically in Apex Legends, there are many moments where aim assist actually automatically gets turned off. And, you know, being that you have muscle memory and you've been playing Apex for a long time, in those moments where aim assist actually just turns off by itself, could really screw you up. So in this video, I want to talk about the 7 important tips and ways to transition from using aim assist to no longer having the need to return to it at all. All right, so tip number 1, I would say to take a break. Take a break from FPS games. Take a break from just gaming in general, you know, just a mental vacation. Deconstruct your mind from aim assist, okay? For all the years you've probably been playing with aim assist turned on, you want to deconstruct it and forget all about it. And when you turn off aim assist in Apex Legends, forget that you even turned it off in this tip. And if you're someone who maybe wants to continue playing video games, maybe consider playing like, you know, a single player game. Maybe you have one in mind that you've been kind of procrastinating to finish because you've been too busy playing freaking Apex Legends. You know, you have a catalog of games that are unfinished. I know we all have those. Maybe consider playing those games, just relaxing, because you're probably going to need it, because turning off aim assist is not an easy task. It's definitely not an easy challenge. It will be frustrating and it will be difficult. All right, so tip number 2 is going to be the slow transition. What do I mean by that? Well, after about a week of you know, taking a break, clearing your mind of all the negative thoughts and all the aim assist poison in your bones, hop back into Apex Legends and get into the firing range and just practice, okay? Just practice for about 30 minutes to an hour. It's going to feel weird. It is going to be annoying. You're probably not going to like it, but you need to do this. Okay, hopefully if you forgot that you turned off aim assist for a week, when you come back on, you won't even really notice it at first. But then after a couple of shots, you know, after a couple of dummy kills, you'll start to be like, wait a minute, something feels off. Take another week off after you've done your 30 minutes to an hour and continue on your mental vacation. You want to do this about twice. The first time you get back into the firing range and you practice for 30 minutes to an hour, it's just to kind of get you starting to get that conditioning in, starting to feel like, okay, you know, I think I can do this. You're getting your brain like into a new environment, a new setting after you've taken a mental break. Then after you're done with that, take another one. So you got 2 weeks basically of playing the catalog of other games that you probably have sitting there waiting for dear Lord for you to finish them. They're just crying in your catalog, but do that. And then we will move on to tip number 3. All right. Tip number 3, adjust your settings. And now is the time to be serious and actually commit to using no aim assist. And what I mean by commit is obviously making sure that your settings match the style of no aim assist. Now I'm going to break down just my controller settings. I'm not going to do the whole, Apex gameplay, audio, blah, blah, blah. We're just talking about the controller settings. So I'm going to break down what I'm currently using. I highly recommend to not fully use it. Maybe give it a try. If you don't like it, you can definitely adjust. Obviously, you want to adjust based on your preference and how you hold your controller and how you use your controller, or possibly what controller you do have. You don't always want to copy someone's controller settings one-to-one. All right, so coming to controller, my button layout is just customized. Stick layout, default, interact, reload, tap to use and reload. Crouch button is on hold. Aim button is on hold. Survival slot button is on off. Technically, it should be on. I'm an idiot. I like spamming my inspect button. Adaptive triggers, obviously that's off. Those are poo-poo. Trigger dead zones are none. Menu cursor speed preference, mine's about at the end, under or on none, right there. I do use ALCs. I highly recommend to use ALCs with the no aim assist turned off. Movement dead zone is going to be small. Inverted look is off, and vibration is off. All right, going to ALCs. We are doing custom look controls on because it's ALCs. Again, this is preference. I'm just giving you a sort of example to use for yourself. This is what I've kind of been comfortable with. I have messed with it quite a lot, but I've kind of stuck with this one for about 2 weeks now. And I've been on no aim assist for about 2 months. So dead zone is going to be at 0. I did previously have it at 1, but I felt like my analog stick was just a little too stiff for me, considering I have no more aim assist at all. I just felt like I wanted some more freedom. I wanted it to be kind of twitchy since I've really been used to it. It doesn't really feel as twitchy anymore. Out of the threshold, it's just standard 1. If I could put it at 0, I would. Response curve also at 0. Actually, 3 days ago, I had this on 2, and I think that also was affecting my analog stick, feeling kind of just ever so slightly stiff. Per optic settings, I have it on. My 1 times is at 1, 2 times is at 1.2, 3, 1.2, 4, 1.2, 6, 1.2, 8, 1.2, 10, 1.4, and Sear's passive 2. I never really use it 10 times, and I typically don't play Sear, but I think 2 is a pretty good spot. I think you can move around pretty good and fast. Going back down to yaw speed, I have that at 250. Pitch speed, I have it at 140. Turning extra yaw, I have it at 150, and turning extra pitch, I have it at 60. The reason why I have turning extra yaw and turning extra pitch on is obviously so I can move my camera settings or my camera pretty fast. But my regular is going to be pretty low, just simply because when you are hip firing, I did not want it to just feel really fast where it's uncontrollable. I just wanted it to be kind of slow. So if, like, here's me moving my analog stick, and then this is my fast. So I want it to be like this when I'm hip firing, but like this when I'm looking around and, trying to be all fancy and shit. Excuse my language. But going to the next one, so I actually did have turning ramp up time and turning ramp up delay on in the very beginning of when I was using no aim assist. And why did I have that? Because it felt like I was easing myself into the no aim assist. This turning ramp up time and turning ramp up delay allowed my hip firing to be very sticky, even though I had no aim assist. The reason why I don't have that stuff on anymore is because I felt like it was really screwing up my muscle memory. It was making me start to think that I have this like sticky aim, but then when I needed to move, it would jerk around, and I started to not like that. I wanted it to be consistent across the board, whether that be with ADS and with hip firing. I just wanted it to feel consistent all the time. That way I'm constantly using the same sort of aim, if that makes sense. So going down to your ADS, my ADS yaw speed is at 150 and my ADS pitch speed is at 110. Everything else is pretty much at 0. I did used to have ADS turning extra yaw and extra pitch on ever so slightly, but again, that goes back to my previous thing where I just wanted it to feel controllable and fast enough. I mean, because look, I have literally no aim assist. So having that turning extra yaw would just make my ADS just go all over the place. And when you're using things like the G7 Scout or 3030, it just really makes it incredibly hard to fine tune your aim when you're shooting at long distance. Because I'm gonna tell you, it is already kind of difficult using that G7 Scout or 3030 when you're trying to shoot long range. It's not impossible, and you do get used to it after a while, but it is very different. It is extremely different. So I highly recommend just starting off with zeros across the board for these. And obviously, I do have my target conversation off, and I do have my melee target conversation on. Now, why do I have that? Well, for starters, I'm gonna be honest, aim assist is, or melee aim assist is freaking garbage. You have to be like literally right on them, and sometimes you'll be like right on them and that crap does not hit. So you can do the hardest thing and just turn it off completely. I highly recommend to keep it on because usually you're not really meleeing people a lot. But when you do have the opportunity to melee, you don't want to be right on the person and not being able to freaking hit them, right? Of course, obviously now I'm like, hitting them. So keep that on. But low key, this video is specifically towards no aim assist on aiming your gun, like shooting your weapon. You want this off. So make sure you turn it off. So those are my settings for controller. So tip number 4 is going to be play other FPS games with aim assist turned off. Now this tip is going to be optional. Okay. If you're not someone who plays other FPS games, you don't have to. The reason why it's optional is because, it's a preference thing. You don't have to do that. The only reason why I'm saying to suggest playing other FPS games, just to, again, clear your mind, play a different game. Maybe you don't want to ruin your stats, or maybe you just don't want to do that in Apex Legends right now. You want to just feel comfortable in something else where you're not fully stressed. Because I'm gonna be honest, if you're someone who's sweaty, turning this off is going to be very difficult, and it's probably going to piss you off, and it's probably going to deter you from doing it. So play a different game that you don't care about. Just freaking go wild, bro. Just go mess around and be a bot, be an NPC, be trash. You're just getting your mind conditioned to no longer using aim assist. Okay, just because you're on controller does not mean you need aim assist. I've been playing on controller for damn near all my life. The only time I ever use M and K is when I'm playing like role-playing games or real-time strategy games or like some survival games. Typically when I'm playing FPS games, it's always been on controller, and start on console, and I got a PC and I still play on controller. But I do think that aim assist is very much a disadvantage to controller players. I think it is actually a nerf, and that's why I'm making this video. So we are going down to tip number 5, and that is understanding the benefits of turning it off. Now, in order for you to be more successful with turning off aim assist, feeling comfortable with turning off aim assist, and actually sticking to it, I think that people need to know the benefits of it. So why would you turn off aim assist in Apex Legends? Well, like I said in the beginning of the video, there are many times in Apex where it automatically turns off your aim assist. When does it turn it off? Well, for starters, so when you're this far away, you see that slow? You probably can't see the slow, but you feel that aim assist lock in, right? You still feel the lock in. You even feel the lock in right here. But right here, there is no aim assist. There is none whatsoever. It's completely gone. It automatically just turned it off. Now I'm going to go backwards and spin. You see how it slows? But when I do this, oh, wait, not close enough. See, it's not slowing. Now, why, in my personal opinion, why would you want aim assist on when there are a lot of moments where you get into close quarter combat and you got enemies that are like, maybe you're diving in, you're like, and then like you're right here and they're moving around. They're moving around with you moving around, right? Now, your muscle memory is not used to this. It's not used to this form of aiming. It's used to this. This stickiness is not used to this. And I believe that a lot of times you start to throw your aim off because you are so invested with downing this person that you are not even aware that this is happening. And your muscle memory is not used to it, and it throws your aim off. You start missing your shots. Maybe they're jumping around, especially the tap strafers. They're going this and this and this and this, and they're breaking your aim assist, right? They're just breaking it. Whereas you get used to no aim assist, you can start to track them better. All right, it's going to be hard in the beginning, sure, but you're going to be able to track these M&K tap strafers who are bunny hopping around and crap. You're going to be able to notice you're going to hit more of your shots. You're going to be more comfortable with aiming at them, and you're going to be more comfortable at shooting people this close. All right, so that's the first thing. That's the first way that aim assist gets turned off. A second way is through windows. Not these windows. Windows with the metal bars. You ever notice if you're shooting at an enemy through a metal barred window? Next time you do this, just pay attention. If you have aim assist turned off, turned on, right? Just pay attention. Your aim assist. Actually, it'll hold up. Pause. I don't want to mess up my muscle memory. You're going to notice that when you have aim assist turned on and you're trying to shoot somebody through a window that has the metal bars in them, your aim assist turns off. And again, will mess up your aim greatly. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, your aim turns to literal garbage when you're shooting through a window with metal bars because you are not used to this. I'm already not even used to it. Okay, there we go. I know they're just not moving, but yeah. So that's another way. The third way, which I think everyone knows, Bangalore smoke, baby. Bangalore smoke turns off aim assist. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And how many times can you remember you having to fight into a Bangalore smoke? Turns it off completely. And let's say there's a Bangalore in the smoke. Not only is you don't have aim assist, but then you miss her and she's zooming around, or any other one who has a passive who can zoom around, right? You are not going to be used to it. Your aim's going to be all over the freaking place because now you are trying to utilize your aim that used to be having aim assist with no aim assist at all. So that is the third way that aim assist automatically gets turned off. Now, the reason why I believe no aim assist is better than aim assist is because why would you play a game that automatically nerfs you? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you be in a position? Because let's be real, in Apex Legends, you get into those scenarios, shooting through a window with bars, shooting through Bangalore smoke, and shooting super close near an enemy. You get into these situations quite literally every single match, probably more times than 5 times. It's probably all the time. Now, why would you want to nerf yourself by having the game automatically nerf you? I think that is a huge disadvantage to controller players. And I think that the best advantage to controller players is learning to utilize no aim assist. That way, you don't have those negatives affecting you. You don't get nerfed like that anymore. No, the only thing that you have that's an obstacle to you is you and your own skill. That's it. It's 100% your raw input and your raw skill. No more aim assist lurching your aim or having you stick and them breaking your aim assist and then you're having to compensate with the aim. No, why would you do any of that? If you want to be better, I believe you should use 100% of your skill, not 90% of your skill. Okay? It's going to be difficult, but I think overall in the long run, you're going to love it so much more. And then you're going to feel when you shoot a Bangalore or anyone through a Bangalore smoke, man, it's going to feel like butter. You're going to be like, oh, I'm not even fazed by this. I'm used to this. So that's the third way. That's the negative effects that aim assist has to you on Apex Legends. Now, tip number 6 is going to be to start to play mixtape and regular game modes like regular BR or even wildcard. Wildcard is going to be super hectic, and it might actually be very frustrating. So I don't know. You might want to just consider playing Mixtape and regular BR. But play these game modes if you're someone who does play ranked and you know, take ranked pretty seriously. You're a competitive gamer. I recommend just kind of waiting on ranked. All right, and just let it out, bro. Just go into Mixtape, go into pubs, and just freaking go. Just go into any fight. Just be a freaking wild animal out there. Okay, you're probably gonna lose like crap. You're probably gonna laugh. Just have fun with it. Okay, don't be frustrated. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult, but just have fun with it. You know, just go into a couple of matches. You know, just start small. Now, if you don't want to do that and you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna just play ranked anyways because I just don't like BR or regular BR, and I don't like Mixtape or wildcard, then yeah, just do ranked. But just know you're probably gonna be buns. Probably not gonna hit your shots as much. It's gonna be a struggle. But if you were someone who's okay with that, then you know, by all means, you do you, man. You do you. You do you, peeps. And finally, tip 7: have discipline and be consistent. Okay, anything you do in life, try to be disciplined and be the most consistent in anything that you do, especially in Apex. Turning off aim assist, you want to be disciplined and you want to have consistency. Discipline is going to allow you to stay calm and continue challenging yourself and improving your skill through the tough times, because overall it's going to net you positive outcomes. You're going to feel way more smooth, and honestly, I just feel like it makes Apex just feel better. And personally, you just feel way more proud of yourself that, you know, you can do it. All the M&K players talking about rollers with aim assist and you guys are buns. You could just be like, well, I don't even use aim assist, man. Like, and you still got deleted by me. So I don't know what to tell you, champ. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yo, side note, low key, is it 2 times on the Peacekeeper a vibe? Is it a vibe for real? Has to be a vibe, right? But yeah, you're just gonna have to struggle through the difficulty and overcome the challenge. It's really all you gotta do, man. And after a while, it'll start to just feel natural, and you won't even have the intention of going back. All right, so that is all that there is to it. I know it was a lengthy video. If you want to challenge yourself and have more movement and freedom and feel more in control of your own skills and gameplay, I highly recommend that you try turning off your aim assist. It'll be hard and you will be frustrated, but these 7 tips will without a doubt help minimize that challenge and hopefully make the change far, far easier. And lastly, if you have any questions, please drop a comment and I will reply and assist along the way. If you did like this video and really want to see more, hit the like button, as this will help me so much, and I really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. And I thank you all, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Peace out.